I think the core message is that it's not just a nice to have.
Yeah.
This kind of collaboration, facilitated by cyber diplomacy, is an absolute necessity. No single country, no matter how powerful, has the resources or the reach to tackle the global cybercrime threat alone. It just doesn't work that way anymore.
As our world gets more and more connected, the strength of our collective cybersecurity really does depend on these bridges we build through diplomacy. Welcome to the Cybersecurity Podcast series. Today, we're doing a really crucial deep dive looking into international collaboration against cybercrime, specifically through cyber diplomacy.
That's right. We'll be digging into the ideas from cyber diplomacy, international collaboration against cybercrime. It's all about understanding why working together globally is just so vital in this fight.
And, if you're thinking about how these big international efforts might actually bolster your own organization's security, well, you should get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn. He can offer a quick chat on enhancing your cybersecurity, taking it to the next level.
Definitely worth considering, because the need for international cooperation here, it's immense. You really can't overstate it. Cybercrime, well, it just doesn't care about borders, does it?
Not at all. It flows across networks globally.
Exactly. So having a unified international response isn't just, nice to have. It's absolutely essential.
It really is. Like you said, cybercrime doesn't respect borders. It reminds me of a digital virus just spreading everywhere, network to network. So let's define cyber diplomacy then, specifically for fighting cybercrime. What are we actually talking about?
Okay. So cyber diplomacy here is essentially using those traditional diplomatic tools, negotiation, dialogue, but applying them to the digital world. The goal is to build agreements, establish shared norms, create common understandings between nations on how to tackle cyber threats.
Building diplomatic bridges online, sort of.
That's a great way to put it. Bridges for collaboration on cybersecurity.
All right, so how does this collaboration actually look in practice? What are the key pieces?
Well, a huge part of it is information sharing. Good, solid intel sharing. The source material points out, and it's spot on, that effective collaboration hinges on the timely and accurate exchange of information about cyber threats and attacks.
Makes sense, like pieces of a puzzle, right?
Precisely. Each country might see one part, but sharing allows everyone to see the bigger picture, the whole threat landscape. It lets you coordinate defense much better.
But that can be easy. Trust issues, maybe? Different rules?
Oh, absolutely. It's not always straightforward. Building trust takes time, and countries have different laws, especially around data privacy. Those can definitely be hurdles.
Right, I can see that. So shared intelligence is one pillar. What else?
Another really critical area is harmonizing the legal frameworks.
Ah, the laws.
Yes. Think about it this way. Trying to catch a criminal who just keeps hopping state lines, but every state has completely different laws. It's chaos.
Right. Yeah, nightmare.
Well, international cybercrime is like that, but, globally amplified. So cooperation aims to smooth out those legal complexities.
Aligning the rules, basically.
Exactly. Working towards similar laws and procedures for cybercrime makes it easier to actually pursue and prosecute criminals across borders.
Yeah.
Even things like different data breach notification laws can really complicate an investigation.
Got it. So it's about making the legal playing field a bit more level. What about countries that maybe don't have strong cyber defenses yet?
That's where capacity building comes in. It's crucial. Often, nations with more developed cybersecurity capabilities will help others assist developing countries to strengthen their defenses.
Like providing training or expertise.
Exactly. Training, technical help, support in building national strategies. The whole chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Right. So lifting everyone up improves the whole system.
Precisely. Global security needs everyone to have at least a baseline level of defense.
Okay. And what happens when you have a cyber criminal group clearly operating across multiple countries? How do nations actually work together then? And just quickly, if you're listening and wondering how this kind of global teamwork can strengthen your defenses, do get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn. He's available for a quick chat about enhancing your organization's cybersecurity robustness.
Good point. Well, that situation leads directly to joint operations and investigations. When you have these transnational groups, law enforcement and cyber agencies from different countries might team up directly.
To do what? Track them down.
Track them, share evidence, coordinate actions, and ultimately work towards bringing them to justice. These joint efforts can be incredibly effective, especially against sophisticated networks that frankly, one nation alone would struggle to dismantle.
Wow, sounds like a really intricate web of cooperation, but it must face challenges, right?
Oh, definitely. It's complex. Different national interests are a big one. Political sensitivities always play a role.
And things like data sovereignty.
Exactly. Data sovereignty, different legal philosophies, trust deficits. These can all complicate things significantly.
So it takes real diplomatic effort.
Sustained diplomatic effort. Building that common ground when priorities might diverge. Well, that's the core work of cyber diplomacy.
So when we boil it all down, what's the main takeaway here about international collaboration and cyber diplomacy against cybercrime?
I think the core message is that it's not just a nice to have.
Yeah.
This kind of collaboration, facilitated by cyber diplomacy, is an absolute necessity. No single country, no matter how powerful, has the resources or the reach to tackle the global cybercrime threat alone. It just doesn't work that way anymore.
A powerful conclusion indeed, and it really makes you think. As our world gets more and more connected, the strength of our collective cybersecurity really does depend on these bridges we build through diplomacy. So a final thought for you, our listener. What role can your organization, or even you individually, play in fostering this kind of collaborative environment? How does this global picture affect your security thinking? For more insights on strengthening your cybersecurity posture with a global perspective, remember to get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn for that quick chat on enhancing your organization's cybersecurity robustness.
It's really about recognizing that cybersecurity is fundamentally a shared responsibility now. Understanding how international cooperation protects our collective digital future is key.
Stay secure and stay tuned.